What's going on, my soul family? Welcome back to another episode of the Awake with Jake show. On today's episode, I'm going to be dropping in and sharing with you 5 reasons that you are blocking love. Now, if you are anything like I am, you've probably received a lot of conditioning and programming around love. So no wonder why people struggle to manifest conscious love in their life. No wonder why people struggle to feel love within themselves. So in this episode, I'm going to be really breaking down these 5 reasons to help you shift this so you can feel and activate more love in your life. Now, before I get into this episode, I want to share with you that our next Heal virtual workshop is about a week away from today. The dates of the event are October 24th and 25th. So this is a 2-day transformational live virtual workshop to help you harmonize, embody, activate love. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing at this event. This event will include guided meditation, energetic cord cutting, harmonization of your inner masculine, inner feminine energies, and much, much more. You do not want to miss this experience. So if you'd like to grab a seat, go to healvirtual.co to sign up today. Let's get into these 5 reasons because I am excited to share this with you. We got a lot to cover, so make sure that you're ready for this, to receive, to breathe into this, to feel into this. Reason number 1, the relationship with yourself. I would say that one of the main reasons that most people are blocking love, and in this sense, a romantic love from manifesting in their life, is because the relationship that they have with themselves is still wounded. So even if you did attract a partner into your life, if you are still wounded and you're still holding on to abandonment or neglect or fear, insecurities, all of that stuff is going to manifest in the relationship with that person. And because you're still so timid and afraid and insecure, you don't feel fully ready to jump into a relationship, to dive into this ocean of love. Because to a lot of people, love can be very scary because that's the conditioning, that's the false programming around love, that love is scary. Love will break your heart. Love will hurt you. But here's the thing. Love is actually what heals you. Love is what you are. So when a lot of people fear love, it's because the relationship that they have with themselves is still very wounded. So when a person does manifest in their life and it shows up in the physical form, it's reflecting back to them their pain, their wounds, the stuff that they haven't dealt with. So the reason why they block it and push it away, because they fear that activation of the trauma that has been lodged deeply within their body. So the first relationship that you should focus on, that I would invite you to focus on, is the relationship that you have with yourself. And I'm curious to know right now, in this moment, what is the relationship that you have with yourself? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 10 being the greatest, how much love do you feel within yourself? Because that is what you are going to attract to you. You are going to attract a vibrational match. We live in a universe of vibration. We live in a universe of frequencies. So if someone is on your radio wavelength, guess what? That is the type of person that you are going to manifest in your life. So if you're at a 3, you're going to manifest someone also that's vibrating in a 3 frequency. And not to say that you guys can't come up and raise the vibration of love in the relationship, you absolutely can, but it's work, right? So the more you elevate your frequency and your vibration through healing work, releasing the shame, releasing the guilt, releasing the fear, you allow for more of a divine, conscious relationship to show up in your life. But the thing is, people are so busy. People are so distracted with overworking, overthinking, scrolling through social media, doing this, doing that, planning, organizing, all caught up in their masculine, wounded mindset of trying to be a somebody in this life. So they never take the time to cultivate a true relationship with themselves. And they don't know who they are. They truly don't know who they are. They know who they are at an ego level. They know what their social identity is. Well, I'm 37 years old and I'm John from Long Island, New York. No, that is not who you are. That is what you are. That is what your ego is. That is what your human form is, right? But the thing is, we are a divine soul, and most people have lost that connection to the divinity within them. It's like identifying with your car, right? Your body is like a vehicle. Your body is like your car. You wouldn't be inside your car and be like, I am this car, I am this car, I am this car. No, you're just driving the car, just like your soul is just driving your body in this moment. So when you don't know who you are in relationship, how could somebody else know who you are? When you're like, this person doesn't even know me. Well, yeah, the question is, do you know you? Because that's ultimately what matters. And when you know who you are and you are rooted in your truth and you are standing in your light and you have a purpose and you have a reason for being here and you are clear on this, your partner, the person that shows up in your life, is going to mirror that back to you. So that's how the whole mirroring process works. It's going to mirror your stuff that you haven't healed, but it's also going to mirror the light within you. Number 2, you are unclear of what you desire. Now, we've all been programmed by music and movies and everything else what a relationship looks like and what love looks like. This perfect fairy tale of love and relationships. And they make it look so easy and they make it look so seamless. Like there's no work involved in relationships. But relationships bring out the truth of the essence and truth of the person. And if you're unclear of what you desire, how could you possibly manifest what you want? For example, if you wanted a specific type of car, you wouldn't settle for anything less than that exact car. You know the year, the make, the model, the color, the trim on the interior of the vehicle, all of that stuff. So when you went to a dealership, you know these things. You have a list in your mind of exactly what you want. And you would say, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. And you would wait patiently until the car that you wanted manifested in your life. The thing is, people get so impatient when manifesting love into their life because they feel lonely. They just want a relationship right away so they can post about it on their social media and say, look at me with my partner, my amazing partner. But the thing is, if you didn't do the work and you haven't done the work, then that relationship is going to bring up all the stuff that you haven't healed within yourself. What you don't heal will continue to repeat and show itself in your life energetically until you go into it and release it. Go into the hooks of your heart that you have closed and release those hooks from you. When we are impatient with the manifesting process, we are never really truly clear on what we desire, so we can't allow for that to manifest if we're not crystal clear on what you desire. And that's the thing is, when you know what you want, it's so much easier to be in alignment with this universe of attraction, being a vibrational magnet, calling that into you. So an exercise that you can do is write down the qualities of a partner that you want and be really detailed with this. Don't be afraid to go into depth. But also, remember, whatever you put on that list, you better be in alignment with yourself. Because if you're like, oh, I want someone that's really fit and works out 5 days a week, do you do that? I want someone that meditates every day for 30 minutes. Are you doing that yourself? Because remember, you can only meet people at the level you've met yourself, at the depth of consciousness that you've gone within yourself. So don't be expecting to attract some amazing, beautiful, high vibrational person. If you're not being that yourself, the universe will only deliver to you the work that you've done in yourself. Everything is going to mirror that back to you. And that's where we go back to the theory of oneness. We are all one energy. It's all connected through the one energy. And the one that comes in is the reflection of the one that you feel within yourself. So the work that you do on yourself is what you offer to other people, but you also offer that to the universe to be into vibrational alignment with that and creating that energy coming in to your energetic field. Number 3, you have shame around love. Do you have shame around love? I'm asking you right now, do you feel like you have shame around love? Meaning that you feel unworthy of love. You don't feel like you deserve love. Maybe every time you get to a little sense, a little taste of what it would feel like to be in a beautiful relationship, you push it away. You push it away. Imagine if every single time you were about to eat, you spit out your food. Why would you do that? Why would you spit the food on the ground that you're about to eat to nourish your body? So many people do this with love because they actually have shame, deep-rooted shame around love. And maybe that's because you only experience conditional love from your mother, from your father growing up. You didn't have the proper love and support growing up. So your inner child is still wounded, crying out to be seen, crying out to be heard, crying out to be validated, because you aren't giving your inner child the love and the support and validation that they need from yourself. The inner child can't be validated by anything outside of it. That's all within. So if you have shame around love and your heart chakra is closed down, then now it's time to start to open that back up. And we open that back up through going in and healing the lower energy centers as we move up. Because here's the thing. For example, if your root chakra is blocked and you don't feel safe, you don't feel secure, then how are you ever going to get into your heart? You will stay down there until that blocked energy center starts to open up and be healed. So if you grew up in a household that was unsafe, you felt threatened, you were afraid of your father. This is the environment that I grew up in. It was very toxic, was very unsafe, was very unstable. I was constantly running, scared for my life. If you grew up in that type of environment, then you may feel an energetic blockage in your root chakra. Or if you have shame around love because your heart is closed from all your conditioning, or maybe you had your heart broken in a relationship by somebody that said, you aren't worthy of my love. And maybe that was your parents. Going way back into the root of it. Whose love are you still seeking? Whose love are you still seeking? Is it your parents? Is it the person that left you and you feel like they hurt you so deeply? When we go beyond the victimization process and we stop victimizing ourselves for what has happened to us, and we look at this as teachings from the universe to help us heal, to help us awaken, we can transcend pain. But as long as you are holding on to that shame because you think that that's what you need to be doing, because that's a story you've conditioned around love. Love is bad. Love will hurt you. Love broke me. Love broke my heart. All your stories around love is that actual deep-rooted shame that you haven't healed. So allowing yourself to forgive those who have hurt you. Who do you need to forgive that hurt you, that didn't give you the love that you needed as a small child, as just a baby in this world, as a little kid? Who was it that hurt you so deeply that you need to forgive and let go of? In the moment that you choose consciously to start forgiving these people, and they don't even have to be here, this is all internally. They could have passed or anything like that. The moment that you start choosing to consciously forgive these beings that hurt you, that didn't love you, that didn't support you, you start to release the weights. Forgiveness frees us. And here's the one that you don't forget to forgive is you. The person listening to this right now. Don't forget to forgive yourself, because no one in this world is more abusive towards yourself than you are to yourself. So shaming yourself for the way you look, for the way you talk, for the way you sound, all of that stuff, let it go, because it doesn't serve you. And shaming yourself, telling yourself that I don't feel worthy of love. And maybe you don't feel worthy of love, and that's fine, because now we've just identified a wound. And the more you identify your wounds and your blockages, you can start to release them from you. And as you start to release them from you, you clear space in your energetic field to allow love to manifest. But that has to be coming from within first. Because remember, if you're vibrating in the frequency of love, you will attract love to you. But if you're still vibrating in the frequency of shame, fear, guilt, you're attracting that to you. Number 4, you fear being seen fully. And this could be even tied into having shame around love, because love takes extreme vulnerability. In order to have conscious romantic love, you must be willing to be vulnerable. If you are not willing to be vulnerable and you are just so guarded and so blocked because you're afraid to be seen fully, because you're afraid to get hurt, then how can love come into your life? And even if it does, you're going to push it away because you don't want to be seen in your raw, vulnerable form because you think you always got to look perfect in everything you do. You got to sound perfect. You got to be dressed perfect. But here's the thing. Love is raw. Love is vulnerable. Love is what you are. So if you want to manifest in your life love, then you have to be willing to be seen in this raw, naked, vulnerable form from another person. And first by yourself. So when you can hold yourself and grieve the pain that you're holding on to and allow yourself to feel into that and breathe into that pain and let it go. Breathing into it, letting it go. Do it right now with me. Breathing into it and letting go. Breathing into it and letting go. Breathing into it and letting go. Are you afraid to be seen fully? Are you afraid to be seen vulnerable, raw, emotional, authentic? That is love. And if you want to cultivate love in a relationship, you have to be willing to be seen wide open. Because if you have walls up, you can't fully receive love. And you can't fully give love because that love stays barricaded within you. Open the gates to your heart, to the universe. Allow yourself to forgive. Allow yourself to surrender. And allow yourself to be loved the way that you deserve to be loved. Number 5, your masculine and feminine energies are imbalanced. Woo! I saved this one for last because if you watch any of my work, you know that masculine and feminine energies is my favorite topic, okay? So we all have both yin and yang energies within us, okay? Masculine and feminine energies within us. Yin is the feminine, masculine is the yang, okay? We all have both of these energetic poles within ourselves. I would say probably one of the most common reasons that people are blocking love is because they're guarding themselves, shielding themselves, what they think they're doing, with their masculine energy, which is your inner protector, from being seen in your most raw, natural form. So it's almost like carrying a shield to protect your feminine energy, which is the emotions, the intuition, the raw, vulnerable flow of energy, which is the feminine energy. And we all have that. Doesn't have anything to do with your gender. It's almost like carrying a shield because you've been hurt. And now you're going to say, I'm blocking myself. I don't want to get hurt again. And here's the thing. I'm not saying just totally let down your shield and let everyone into your life because I don't think you should do that. I think you should use discernment with who you allow into your energy field, but be fully open to those people that you truly trust. Be fully open, not just tiptoeing one toe in the water to check and see if it's cold. I'm talking when you trust someone, if you really want love with that person, this could be a friendship, a family member, a lover. If you really want love, deep, intimate love with that person, you must be willing to allow this masculine shield to come down and to allow the feminine aspects of yourself to be seen fully. To be seen fully. Give yourself permission to be seen in your raw, vulnerable form. That takes letting down this shield. Because here's the thing. For example, maybe you're a woman watching this and you know that you have a feminine core. You're more aligned with the feminine energy. But you're always in your masculine because you don't feel safe. So energetically, you're repelling other masculine people from coming into your life. Maybe you're like, I want a masculine man to be able to be grounded, to be present, to be strong, to be structured. But if you are being that masculine yourself, then energetically you are blocking them. Think of the poles between a magnet. A positive and a positive repel. A negative and a negative repel. Same thing with the feminine energy. If you were in your feminine and you're wanting a feminine person to come into your life, then you are blocking them energetically. But the more you root down into your natural core energy and you know that this is the energy I want to be in relationship, you can manifest that to you. You can magnetize that to you because you're creating polarity between the energies. You're creating this electrical arcing of attraction, and that magnetizes to each other. Think of every cell in your body as a positive and negative charge right now in this moment. The reason why you are alive and you have life force is because of the polarity between those cells. Same thing with our Earth. There's a north and a south pole. The reason why our world spins is because the energetic charge, the electrical charge that causes that to happen. It works exactly the same in relationships. Now, I also have a free 5-step guide to healing your masculine and feminine energies. And if you haven't got a copy of this, I've heard amazing feedback about it. Go to jakewoodard.com/free guide and grab your copy today. So when it comes to balancing your inner masculine, your inner feminine, you have to first understand which one of my energies is wounded. Where do I need to work? And don't try to do them both at once. Do just a little bit at a time. I hope that these 5 reasons brought you a ton of value. If it did, feel free to take a screenshot of this episode, share it to your Instagram story, and tag me. Once again, I would love to have you spend 2 days with me at my Heal Virtual Workshop. I promise that you will love this experience. If you would like to grab a seat there, go to healvirtual.co and sign up today. Remember, this event is going to be about a week away, so I'd really love to see you there. As always, stay open, stay loving, and stay connected to that beautiful source within you.